Hello. I would like to tell you about a little bit about what I know about vowels. Some funny things I've found out that I know about. Like in in Danish, the letter O is um, is pronounced O O or O O. Before a R, it's for example. For example. Now, in Swedish, it's ough. So we have the name Ole, O-L-E. In Swedish, they have O-L-L-E, and they pronounce it ull. And in English, it's O, and it's flourish. Uh, but that's, before a U. Now, the letter U in Danish is U. In Swedish, IV. IV. Really. That's when they name the letter, you know, uh, when they want to say flytta, to move, flytte in Danish. In Danish, it's spelled with a Y sound. Flytta, fly, y. This is the normal Danish pronunciation of the y, like in an airplane, fly, as a fly, fly. But then when it's before two T's, it's flytte. In Swedish, it's flytta, and the two T's are not short, they're long. So you see, the letters have different functions in different languages. Very interesting. Uh, I think the best language to exemplify what you really should be doing with spelling is Italian and Finnish. But I'm not finished. The Italian language has one quirk, and that is the CH, which means it's a K, where C in front of a so-called front vowel, which is E, and I, which is not in English a front vowel. You have the problem, English speakers. You have the problem. I is it's Italia, Italy, Italy, Italiana. I is the E sound. And the English, this is the whole purpose of this recording this video, is that the English language has gone through two or maybe three vowel changes. And so the E became I, and the E became E, the E, Esperanto, English. English. Why don't you pronounce that English or English? So this lyrics, or this a song I've written, is probably not very good. It's called Do With This. We're actually doing this, actually going through with this, just to make sure love is bliss, or is there a cure for this? So this is how this would be pronounced in Italian. Do with this vere actually doing this, actually going through with this, just to make sure love is bliss, or there is a cure for this. You see, and in Danish we would pronounce it, we are actually doing this, actually going through with this, just to marke sure love is bliss, or is tere a cure for tis. See, get my problem? Um, so So, there's a funny thing that, you call this a language that is understood by most people. You call this lingua franca. This is this. I don't know if it means a French language. I don't think so. Franca. I've looked it up in Danish. We have free and frank and fro, which means fri, frank, fro, which mean free. Something like proud. Frank is in Danish. It's not proud and it's not frank, but it's something like that. It's outgoing. It's undaunted. That's frank in Danish, and fro in Danish is happy. And these words I looked up, and they are related. So, and where was I? Well, I was looking up this word. Anyway, uh, my point is, in the larger perspective, is that we have a lingua franca. That was it, lingua franca. Freedom, franca, uh, happiness. You can speak with all people. You know their language and all that. This is a great advantage for the world, that we have a language that everybody can speak. And then it's really like an ironic thing that this language, English, has been submerged in different kinds of changes that have really screwed it up, so that I is the letter I and E is the letter E, E, E. Uh, See, in Danish we have E for the E sound of the E, which you call E, what we call E, E. See, there's E, 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 A, A, O, or the Swedish A, or, of, sjuk, avundsjuk, Afrika. Jag sa det. I said that. I said, I said tat. I said that. I said tat. I said that. See what I'm talking about? I actually think this might be a part, and a complicit part in destroying the American scientific uh, sense, that your language, your spelling is so far, that removes people who don't have an education from those who do, by making the spelling different. You see, this is what my point actually in this whole thing is, that English, being a lingua franca, which means a world language spoken by almost everybody, has to be the most difficult in spelling, next to, of course, Japanese and Chinese, which Chinese has what is it, 50,000 symbols, and Japanese is even worse because it has ancient and newer Chinese symbols, and the sound of those are varying in accordance to the age when they were imported into Japanese. This is really crazy. And so Japanese seems to be the hardest language to learn. Oh, sorry, it's an old scar that's itching. So, what I wanted to say with this is that we have a world language, a lingua franca, which is an Italian word. Lingua is Italian, and franca is Italian. And it might not mean French, but it sounds like in my language, Fransk, French. It sounds like lingua franca is French, right? But it's an Italian word for an English, for the English language. That's kind of a joke I would like to. Come on, is it there yet? So, and the other point I wanted to make is that the English language is actually a screw up with three periods of vowel changes explaining the misspelling. Uh, I could recommend a video about that, but I just can't remember who. I think it might be the guy called uh, oh, come on, Lang Focus. It's Langfocus. Lang Focus. That's it. I will, if I remember to do so, put a link to that. But otherwise, you can just, at the end of this video, I'll say Lang Focus. Thank you.